Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yukishi, and welcome to a new playthrough of Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days. Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days, yes. Now, I understand I'm currently in the midst of doing Chained Echoes Ashes of Elring. Don't worry, I'm still going to be doing that. This is just going to be a Thursday video instead, where it's going to be like episode 0, kind of? But anyway, so the main purpose I'm doing this is just so I can play this on my own time, and not have to be guilty about playing on my own time while not making any progress for like a YouTube series. So that's the entire purpose of recording this now, instead of doing the first 3 episodes and then playing on my own time instead. Because I would like to play games on my own time, and Dear Days sounds perfect. So anyway, I'm not new to the realm of Cardfight Vanguard. I'm actually one of the original, fans, because I watched OG way back when it released. It's doing its thing again. So, I've been around with the series for a long time. I've seen its ups, I've seen its downs, but I haven't really gotten to play the actual card game, or have seen many fights with the card game. That was until Vanguard 0, which was a mobile game, for, mobile devices. And I played that, but it unfortunately end-of-serviced. Not only that, but Vanguard 0 also changed a lot of rulings, and changed a lot of cards that I was not too fond of. So, this past Steam Summer Sale, I was curious and looked up Dear Days, because Dear Days is normally $70, which is a bit too rich for my blood. It was on sale for 93%, which meant it was under $5. I was like, that is a steal, give me that shit. So I'm like, yes, please, let me buy this, let me play this, because it'll be a way for me to play Vanguard. So, I'm here. Now, without further delay, so I don't have to do this ever again, let's start a new game. At Omi Academy. I need your help, please! I'm having trouble with this question here. Sure, this one? Well, for this part you have to... You can count on me. Yuki Ichidoji, a second-year high school student at Omi Academy. She is a strong-willed and honest girl who excels in both academics and athletics. Oh, that was a typo, because no lose intended. I don't lose. What? Okay. She gets good grades and she's super athletic. Plus, she's student council president on top of it all. Really, as a girl. As a guy. I really look up to her. Oh, Ichidoji? What do you need? That's not why I'm here. Huh? Wasn't he 2 years younger than you? What was his name? I heard he got into a fight on the roof of the middle school. I can't believe him. I do kind of understand the other kid's point. You realize that part of this is on you, right? Yeah. Rasen Ichidoji, a third-year middle school student at Omi Academy, has a mild-mannered personality and is the polar opposite of his sister. Nevertheless, he possesses an unbreakable spirit. He gradually awakens to his hidden talent for Vanguard. But I don't want to stand out like you, Yuki. That attitude is why people make mean remarks about you. You only get one shot at life, so make sure you don't regret any of it. Are you really going to let yourself stay on this losing streak? But I just pray that you're not making Mom pray for you up in heaven. Come on, don't say things like that. I'm just messing with you. Let's pick up dinner for tonight and head home. Oh? Hmm? Did you sub in for dinner duty tonight? Again? Please. There's somewhere I have to be. It's been like this every day for a while now, You're always getting home late, too. What exactly are you doing? Well, Why is your face so red? So that's what it is. Huh? Fine, I can respect a young man's privacy. What am I gonna do with you? Sorry, Yuki. I'll be back later! I can't help but wonder as his big sister, you know? By the way, apologies for this. This is kind of how the game opened up, and I can't really change it. So, you just have to bear with me on that. A card store? A card store? Oh, son? Excuse me. Is this a card shop? Ah! Yuki! Huh? Where's your girlfriend? Did she leave already? My what? I don't have anyone like that yet. You don't? So you're obsessed to the point of skipping dinner duty with a card game? Yeah, it's called Vanguard. One word, not two. Whatever. This is why you've been sneaking around then, huh? You got my hopes up and everything. What do you mean? Never mind! Anyway, I'm going home. Try not to have too much fun. Vanguard is more than just a game. A card game is exactly what this looks like to me. I don't know how to put this exactly. It's like it lets me unlock a new side of myself. It does? These cards do? That's how it feels anyway. I'm going home. Oh, could you be Yuki? Huh? Oh, my bad. I'm the owner and manager here. Kosetsu Gatsushika. So, Gatsushika then. The owner of card shop Osen. Thanks to his caring spirit and love for Vanguard, his store has achieved widespread popularity. Long ago, he led the largest team in the region. I've heard all about you from Rasen. He's always talking about how he has a perfect big sister. One with a strong will and a big mouth. Remind me who it was who rescued you from getting bullied today? You. I can't believe you, Rasen. Oh, don't be so tough on him. Hey, a great idea just hit me. I know what'll turn that frown upside down. A little bit of Vanguard. What? You want me to play Vanguard? Considering how you're perfect and capable of anything, I can't wait to see how you'd fight. I don't even know the rules, though. I'd rather not a problem. I'll teach you everything as you fight, and you might even understand what Rasen meant if you do. Okay then, I'll give it a try. Here you go. You can borrow this deck. I never imagined I'd be fighting Sis. Yes? Show her what you meant. Don't worry, I know you'll be able to do it. Okay. Ready? Skip fight tutorial. You can access the fight tutorial from the menu at any time. For the purpose of this video, just in case people are brand new to Vanguard and don't know what the fuck to do, I'm not going to skip the tutorial. It's gonna be a bit wordy, so bear with me. Vanguard's a one-on-one card game. In it, you play as a Vanguard who leads units into battle, which is shown with this middle column. So we have 6 zones, and these R zones are rear guard. The Vanguard is the middle. I'll start by explaining where cards go. The zone where you place units is the field. The unit you place on the center Vanguard circle becomes your avatar. 5 rear guard circles surround it. Allied units go here. This is the Guardian Circle where you place units when guarding. Over here is the damage zone. Cards is placed here each time you take damage, and you can take up to 6 damage before you lose. You lose the fight if there are 6 cards in your damage zone. So the first to place 6 cards in their opponent's damage zone wins. This is where you place your main deck. New to Vanguard, specifically during the Overdress era, I believe, is the Ride deck. The Ride deck consists of unit cards from grade 0 to 3, which is grade 0, 1, 2, and 3. It contains 1 card of each grade for 4 cards total. This is the Trigger Zone. You flip over cards from your deck here during damage checks when you take damage, and during drive checks when you attack with your Vanguard. This is the Drop Zone. It's where used and discarded cards are placed. Let's go over the actual card next. This is called a unit card. The number shown here is this card's power. You use it for attacks. The bigger the number, the stronger the unit. It's shown up with the sword symbol. This value is the unit's shield. It's used when being attacked. This is a card's grade. The higher it is, the more powerful the card. Your Vanguard's grade rises through the fight. You're growing together. This is the unit's critical. It shows how much damage is dealt when its attack to a Vanguard succeeds. This is the card's name. Above that is the card's text. Cards with abilities have them described here. Put your cursor over a card when you want to check its details. Then press this button to show the larger image of it. Press this button once more to show the text. Alright, great. First, place your first Vanguard face down on the Vanguard circle. That's the Grid 0 unit in your right deck. This will be done automatically in the game. Next, we'll play Rock, Paper, Scissors. The winner will go first. Which is one of the things I kind of don't like. I wish it was just a normal RPS and we get to choose, but... You're going first. Alright, so I go first. You'll start by drawing 5 cards from your main deck. That's your hand. Those are the cards you can use. Your opponent can't see what cards are in your hand. You can redraw any cards you don't want one time before the fight. For this fight, try picking your trigger units to exchange. What's a trigger? Unit cards are separated into normal units and trigger units. The only trigger units in Vanguard are grade 0 cards. Cards with an icon on the top right corner are trigger. I'll explain more about them later. So we have a grand total of 3 triggers. So this trigger is the front trigger. I don't know if he's going to explain it, but when revealed as a trigger, all of your front row units gain plus 10k power until end of turn. Draw trigger. When revealed, draw a card, then choose one of your units, they get 10k power. Draw triggers are really fucking useful because they help you thin the deck more or just give you more cards to guard with, to play with, etc. But the main card you want to keep an eye on is the critical trigger. This boosts your damage by +1. However, unlike all of the other triggers, you can split your critical and your power boost. So say for instance you have your Vanguard out and you attack with your Vanguard, your opponent doesn't guard, you drive check a critical trigger, you can give the critical to your Vanguard and then the 10k boost to a rear guard that hasn't attacked yet. When revealed as a trigger, choose one of your units and it gets 1 crit, then choose one more unit and it gets 10k power. So as I said, so we want to return these 3, and confirm. Put those cards to the bottom of your deck and redraw the same number back. After that, shuffle. Okay, now we're ready to start the fight. Say stand up, Vanguard together, and flip over your first Vanguard. Each turn consists of 6 phases. First is the standard phase. Units in the rest state, turned sideways or horizontal, are returned to the stand state, vertical, during this phase. Since you don't have any resting cards yet, nothing happens here. Next is the draw phase. Draw a card from the top of your deck. After that comes the ride phase. You can ride a unit of the same grade as your Vanguard or 1 grade greater. You can ride a card directly from your hand, but this time, let's use your ride deck. You have to discard a card from your hand when ride from the ride deck. Stealth Fiend Shigamanaga. When your opponent's rear guard is retired during your main phase, retire this unit, look at the top card of your deck, and you may call a unit card from among them to rear guard. If you did not call, put this card into the soul. So it's a rear guard effect, huh? Interesting. So the game is basically telling us what cards we need to discard. The main phase is next. You can call rear guards or use activated abilities. Rear guards, call. Rear guards are allied units that fight together. A call is to place a unit on a rear guard circle. You can only call rear guards up to the same grade as your Vanguard. If you have grade 1 in your hand, call it behind your Vanguard. Iron Ball Dragon Inky Bowler. Basically an 8k vanilla. Vanilla meaning just a normal monster in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. So, call, back row. And then we end our turn. The battle phase normally comes next, but if you go first, you can't attack on turn 1, so your turn's over. Got it. My turn next. Standard draw. I discard my mana and ride Platinum Wolf. Base's skill lets me draw 1 card. Base, my first Vanguard, has a skill that is activated automatically. When it's written, I get to draw a card if I want second. So he's playing Keto Sanctuary. Next is my main phase. I call Lizana. Now I'll move on to my battle phase. In this phase, I can use allied units to attack your units. A successful attack can remove opponent's rear guards or deal damage. When attacking, rest the attacking unit and select a target. Units in the front row can attack. I attack your Vanguard with Platinum Wolf, boosted by Lysana. This is a boost icon. A rear guard in the back row with this icon can be rested together with an attacking unit in front of it. Its power is then added to the attack. For the most part, grade 1 and 0 units have boost. My Vanguard's power is 8k, and boosting rear guard's power is also 8k. That's a total of 16k attacking power. My Vanguard's power is 8k, so yours is stronger. When the attacking unit's power is the same or higher than the power of the unit being attacked, the attack succeeds. This is called hit. When an attack to a rearguard hits, that hit unit retires. Place it on the drop zone. If an attack to a Vanguard hits, it deals damage equal to the attacking unit's critical. You can guard to prevent an enemy attacking from hitting, but there's no need to do so this early. This is called no guard. So, we don't guard. When a Vanguard attacks, a drive check is performed. I'll reveal the top card of my deck into my trigger zone. Cards revealed during drive checks will be put into the hand. Got that? Okay, drive check! And he gets to keep that grade 2. I flipped over Olwain. So this is very, both good and bad, because we now get to see what cards are in the deck, / see what cards get added. Now I add it to my hand. So we now know he has a grade 2 Olwain. And what its effects are. My attacking unit's total power is greater than your attack unit's power, so the attack hits, and deal 1 damage equal to Platinum Wolf's crit. Damage check is performed when you take damage. You took 1, so reveal the top card. Draw trigger. You got a trigger unit. Trigger units have effects that activate when placed in the trigger zone. This one has a draw icon, so it's a draw trigger. Draw a card. Then choose a unit to gain 10,000 power for the rest of the turn. Yep. I give the power to my Vanguard. Place the cards revealed during a damage attack face up in the damage zone. You lose if 6 cards get placed there. That's the end of my turn. I'm starting to get the hang of this. I'm up next. Stand and draw. I discard Nico and Ride Welleth. So, when this unit is placed on Rearguard, Counterblast, and Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or greater and retire it. Okay, so, Counterblast is basically flipping over a damage in the damage zone. Soul Blast, if we check the field here, if you see this icon right here, that's the amount of cards in the Soul. The Soul is basically cards on top of one another. So, since my grade 0 unit is in the Soul, I place my grade 1 card on top of it. The grade 0 is now in the Soul. Some cards have a Soul Blast ability where you remove the card, or you remove a card or cards from the Soul and send them to the drop zone. But there's the opposite of Soul Charge, where it's putting a card into the Soul. There's the same thing with Counter Charge as well, where if you have a flipped over damage because of a Counter Blast, with Counter Charge, you can flip it damage over again, so you can freely use that. Think of the damage zone as a means of paying cost, like how in Yu-Gi-Oh! You pay for cost with your life points. That's basically the resource system in this game, both the Soul and the damage zone, which is kind of cool. But anyway, we want to ride Dragon Rider and ditch our front trigger. We now have 2 cards in Soul. Your main phase is next. Call rearguards to the front row to attack. I call Safar and elect Blow Dragon to the front row. So the game is basically making our choices for us. And now we go to the next phase, as we're misplaying like hell. Now it's my battle phase. Here goes. I attack the Vanguard with Safar. You don't want to do this, but... no guard! Damage check. He revealed a grade 3. That's good for us. I attack the Vanguard with Alouette, boosted by Inky Bower. With a boost, I attack, picking the drive trigger. Critical trigger online. What's this star mark? That's a critical trigger. You can increase a unit's critical by 1 and raise a unit's power. These 2 effects can be divided across different units. Let's give the extra critical to your attacking Vanguard. But since your Vanguard is already more powerful than mine, how about giving power to a rearguard that hasn't attacked? I give the critical to my Vanguard and the power to my rearguard that has yet to attack. Add the card you placed in the trigger zone to your hand. We now get a free shield. Damage check first. And the second. Draw triggers are insanely good for this kind of phase, because again, it allows you to draw a card, and chances are you might get a good grade 2, a grade 1, a Sentinel, which I'll go over later, or a combo piece you need. It's all a balancing act. I attack with Elect Below Dragon. I don't want to take any more damage, so I'll guard. When attacked, units can be called to the Guardian Circle from hand. These Guardians placed on the Guardian Circle support allied defense. For that battle, their shield value is added to the power of the unit being attacked. Your Rearguard's power is 20k, but my Vanguard becomes 2300, or 23k. This means any guard is successful, and I don't take any damage. After you attack, the defending unit's power returns to normal. Guardian units are then moved to the drop zone. So you can use units to both attack and defend. My turn is over. I'd like to check his damages on really quickly. Can I? No. Stand and draw. I ride Sterilize Angel. I call Olwain. I attack your Vanguard with Sterilize Angel. I only have 1 damage, so no guard. She's cute. With this unit attacks, okay, so she's another rear guard. You have no face-up cards in your damage zone. This unit gets 5k power until end of that battle. I don't know if they're going to mention that at all, but above Angel, you'll see Keter Sanctuary on this card. However, for me, I'm Dragon Empire. Now, that plays a huge role in Cardfight Vanguard. Now, originally, there were clans, but nowadays, there's states, or, what are they called? Nations, there we go. So there's, what, 5 nations in total? There's Dragon Empire, Keter Sanctuary, Brantgate, Dark States, and then I'm blanking on the last one. Yes, I know. No guard. Drive check. Front trigger. I got a front trigger. Front triggers give 10k power to all allied units in the front row. So it makes it harder to guard against rear guard attacks, huh? Damage check. Grade 3. I attack your Vanguard with Olwain. It'll take a lot of cards to guard against powered up units. No guard again. Oh, the other one is, it begins with an S, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's basically like a nature type of nation. Damage check? Nothing. That's it for my turn. Now it's my turn. Stand and draw. I discard Inky Battler and ride Trebash. So Trebash here is a grade 3 with Twin Drive and Persona Ride. So, it's probably going to be explained, but I'm going to explain. Anyway, so Twin Drive. Instead of your normal check for a drive trigger once, you can instead check for twice. So that's very cool. And then Persona Ride allows you to basically, so long as you have a unit with the same name in your hand, you can place it on top, and that acts as a Persona Ride. And Persona Ride gives you 10k power across the field on the front row. When your Vanguard attacks, if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, put this unit into the soul, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets +1 crit until end of battle. So that's very useful, so we discard this. And we ride. Nothing to do during my main phase. There's plenty for you to do. What? Like, oh. Huh. So, you see how this card has a 0 shield. This is a Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards with Sentinel on a deck. When this unit is on Guardian, discard a card from hand, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of that battle. Basically what it means is, like how every card aside from a grade 3 has a shield unit, Sentinels don't, but that's because they completely nullify an attack. So regardless of the amount of power your opponent's Vanguard has, or your opponent's rear guards have, you can completely nullify their attack, at the cost of 1 card in your hand. So we end our turn. I attack your Vanguard with Elect Blow. I'll intercept with Olwain. Intercept? Units that have Intercept, which are only grade 2 units, are able to move from the front row to the Guardian Circle. Grade 2 units have Intercept. My Vanguard's power is high enough, so the guard is successful. Intercepting units also go to the damage zone at the end of that battle. I attack with Trebash next, with a boost from Inky Blow. No guard. Since your unit has Twin Drive, you get to perform Drive Check twice. Grade 2 units have Twin Drive, so get even more chances. Okay, first check. Checking the drive trigger, the first. That's an order card. It's not a unit. You can't place them in a rear guard or a vanguard circle, but in exchange, they have special abilities. Normal orders can be played during your main phase. They can temporarily power up your units or act as equipment. Set orders can also be played during your main phase. The effect remains active as long as the card is in the order zone. Blitz orders can be played when your opponent attacks. They can gain power to your unit or interfere with the opponent's attack. You can only play one order card per turn. The revealed card is a blitz order, so you can use it when I attack. I get it now. Okay. Second drive. Second. Critical trigger online. I give the critical to my Vanguard and the power to Safar. He's now at 5 damage. Damage check. The first. And the second. And then attack your Vanguard with Safar. I win if this attack hits. Well, I don't know about that. He's got 6 cards in hand. A guard with Arches. You also fucking misplayed, my girl. You didn't put a fucking boost. You little smart aleck. I'm ending this turn. I'm ending this next turn. Turn end. Okay, my turn. Stand and draw. I'm gonna attack you right back. Right on Rafluke. I call Owain. And call Romana. Then attack your Vanguard with Romana. We're still safe. No guard, I guess. Checking the damage trigger. Draw trigger online. Power to my Vanguard. And then I draw one. Attack your Vanguard with Refluke. Something the matter? Your Vanguard has twin drive, so I'm thinking about how I should defend. At least if you got a critical trigger. Carrying it will take too many cards. You can assure a successful guard with Sentinel. Do you have a card with Sentinel on its text? Sentinel lets you discard a card to perform a guaranteed perfect card. I have one. I discard Zone to perfect card. Kanzen Gado! Draw check. Heal triggers. Let's say heal 1 damage. However, the heal effect is only available if you have the same or more cards in damage zone as your opponent. So, if I have 3 and he's got, or if I have 5 but he has 4, he can't heal. Since I have 5 damage and you have 4, I can heal. I can move a card of my choice from my damage zone into my drop. And I'll give the extra power to Owain. Now we're at equal damage. I'm activating Owain's skill. Counterblast and gain 10k power. Counterblast? A counterblast is when you flip damage zone cards upside down. Look for the symbol. Owain gets 10,000 power by counter plus 1 if you get a trigger during drive check. And he's got his Sentinel. That's a bit worrisome. Now I'll have Owain attack your Vanguard with 30,000 power. Take 5 damage if that hits. I'll intercept and guard. Sorry about that. Had a hiccup attack. Alright, intercept. And then guard from hand. 30,000 power in total. The guard succeeds, or 30,000 defense in total, I should say. That's it for my turn. Now it's my turn. Stand and draw. Quick question. Do you have Trebash in your hand? I do, but why do you ask? Riding Trebash will trigger a Persona Ride. Persona Ride is triggered whenever a unit with this icon is used to ride on a unit with the same name. So like this, Persona Ride, Trebash. When you perform a Persona Ride, you get to draw a card. Not only that, all your friendly units also gets 10k power during that turn. I see, okay, main phase time. I call Enki Blower and Allwaleth. So we call. And call. And activate Allwaleth's skill. That skill requires both a Counterblast and a Soul Blast. The zone under your Vanguard is Soul. Soul Blast means putting cards from your Soul to the drop zone. All-Willet's ability requires Soul Blast 1, so you have to choose a card from your Soul. Activate the skill with Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. So we Counterblast. Oops. And Soul Blast. This lets me retire one of your rear guards, right? Retire Ramona, your rear guard with the highest power. That's a misplay. I've got plenty of attacking power, and you're at 4 damage. I'm ending it this turn. Here I come, Rasen! I attack your Vanguard with All-Willet. No guard. One away from winning. I attack your Vanguard with Trabash. With a boost from Enki Blau? Let's go. I can't take any more damage. Perfect guard. Checking the drive trigger. The first. Front trigger. Online. Complete waste because the 30k didn't go over here. That's fine. And then we gotta use this grade 3. I attack your Vanguard with Safar, enhanced with the front trigger. And with a boost. Guard! Only one card left in my hand now, but I managed a successful guard. What? You really survived that? I would have had my Vanguard attack first if I knew about their trigger. This is why you always attack first with your Vanguard instead. What makes card games so much fun is cards you draw sometimes can change the game. With only one card in my hand, I don't know if I can change the game. But what's great about Vanguard is that it's not over until it's over. Here comes my turn. Stand and draw. Persona Ride. I draw 1 and give my front row power 10k power. I call Dark Strain Dragon and Vachel. Now I'm ready to fight. Here it comes, sis. You've always been a steady loser, but that's a new side of yourself. Bring it on, Rasen. Attack your Vanguard with Dark Strain Dragon. No guard. Checking the damage trigger. Eto, heal trigger! Since I'm at 4 and you are at 5, I don't get to heal. But the 10k power does go to my Vanguard. I attack your Vanguard with Refluke. Your Vanguard's power is 31k and mine is 23. First, I'll guard with Zone. That brings me to 38. Next, I'll use this order. So, if your damage zone has 3 or more cards, choose one of your units and it gets 15k attack until end of the battle. I like this card art. Burn Bright Pure Prayers. Now I'm at 53,000 power. That attack won't hit my Vanguard even if you get 2 triggers. I'm still not giving up. Drive check. The first and the second check. Newly introduced to Overdress is the Over Trigger. What's that? It's super strong trigger. You can only have 1 in your deck. Getting it in a drive check lets you draw one and add 100 million power. 100 mil? And additionally, this Overtrigger can give power to 100 million to another unit. After using an Overtrigger, it's removed from the game. And so my Vanguard's attack hits here. 1 damage to you, sis. There's no way I'd lose to you. So just have to draw a heal trigger or an Overtrigger, right? Damage check. These triggers. Nope. And we lose. How often is it in games do you lose the tutorial fight? How often does that happen? I think that's really cool. We still gain a lot of VP for it, though. I lost? I won? I finally beat Yuki at something! It might have been a tutorial match, but that was a great fight, you two. What do you mean? I would have won if it wasn't for that overcard. Well, sure, but... Gosetsu-san, you don't have to laugh so hard. It's just that every fighter says that when they lose. I couldn't help myself. But you know, the fact he was able to draw it shows how much he wanted to win. So, how was your first ever fight? I still don't understand what Rasen meant, but I do think I'm starting to get what you mean by it being more than a game. Well fought there, Rasen. Looks like I can expect a great fight tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow? I'm gonna be fighting with my friends. No way. You have friends? Some folks I go way back with. The power to connect people and create infinite possibilities. Thanks for fighting me, Yuki. Once I go home, I'll make a nice rich curry with caramelized onions. Okay, alright, I'm all pumped up. Gotta do my best at dinner and tuning my deck. Don't push yourself too hard, kid. I didn't mean it like that. It's Vanguard. It feels like it gives me the strength to do my best. Gotcha. Well, see you later. You too. Thanks, Gosetsu-san. What's the matter, Yuki? Gosetsu-san, what other kinds of decks do you have? And here we go. D-Skill. And some new cards. Virena Arcs. We're not gonna get into Overdress quite yet, but don't worry, I will. Try buying a deck. Yeah, this clan. Confirm. Where does it say? Charlottsia, or whatever the fuck it is. Sylvanehorn, Beast King, Magnolia. Yeah, this is the other clan I was talking about. So there's Dragon Empire, Dark States, Cancer Sanctuary, Charlottsia, Grand Gates. And then there's this as well, which I don't know what this one is. Miracle. Mermaid, even though she has human legs, but whatever. So, buy a deck, huh? And then we have another Dragon Empire, which is this. Sealed Blazeman Bob Saraga. Or Bob Sarga. So, I have my choice between 7 different decks. And they all cost 1,000. So, I playtested with these a couple of times, or just playtested some of the times. And I think I've come to a decision. Now, I could grab this, because by grabbing this, it'll help boost the deck I actually want to use. But, I do want to pick this up. One of these days I do want to pick this up, because obviously it's the main protagonist deck. But, if I'm being honest, I'm actually getting this. Familiar characters and new rivals await you in story mode. Move your cursor over a character and press the button to start a conversation. Characters with the main icon indicate the main story mode. Select this to proceed with the story. Characters with the free icon indicate a side story. Experience the stories of different characters. Characters with a free versus icon indicate a free fight. Challenge them to hone your skills and earn VP. Characters with the shop icon indicate the card shop. Visit the card to purchase cards and supplies. These skills are special abilities usable only in story mode fights. These abilities give you unique advantages during fights. Unlock various skills by accepting the wishes of characters through the story. You can set these skills from that menu. The ability to select is automatically activated during fights. Let's go back into the card shop. At the card shop, you can exchange your VP to purchase cards and supplies. In the 3 towns where the story is set, you can find 3 card shops: Austin, Stray Cat, and Berserk. The products available at each shop are usually the same. VP is short for Vanguard points. You can earn VP from story mode and the various fight modes. The start decks available at the shops are designed to be simple to use, even for beginners. They're also perfect if you're looking to try a new nation. This game also offers special theme designs and card sets for players who want to speed up their collection as paid downloadable content. That is one of the many unfortunate things about that, but I'll get into that after this. Besides getting new cards from packs, you can also spend CP to craft cards. First, view the details of a card you own, 3 or fewer copies from deck building or collection. You can then press this button to spend CP to craft the card. You earn CP by obtaining more than 4 copies of a single card. The 5th copy and beyond will convert automatically into CP. So we can either buy a playmat, buy sleeves, buy a deck, or buy some packs. So, unfortunately, the deck I do really want to play the most, now, the deck I can play, it had free DLC, so I'm given that option to play for free. However, the cards for it are available in a different pack that's not available in the base game. I have to spend money on it. And I don't know if any of the DLC actually goes on sale. So, I'm going to be waiting for that. So instead, I am going to check the pack. It's always good to check packs first. Ooh, this has some good stuff already in it. I think you are in this one. Yes, you are. Okay. Alright, well, let's go. Let's open this pack. As many as we can. Hopefully I get at the very least 2 copies of it. And a special card. A Cardinal Draco Koljamid. Rank Gate. If you roll this Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets boost and can intercept from the back row. If you roll this Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets 10k power. Or 10k defense. That's really good. Okay. Ooh, who are you? A Violet Blue Illusory Butterfly Hyunju. Okay. Next. Ooh. Grade 4, huh? Chakra Barthia True Dragon Mahar Nirvana. Damn. During your turn, if you have a unit in the overdrive state, all of your front row units get 10k power. Counterblast 1 once per turn, and put a card with Nirvana in its card name from your hand or soul into your drop. Choose a grade 0 from your drop, collect your rear guard, choose one of your opponent's vanguards, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less, deal a damage. That is insane to get this early on. Damn. I think it can go into the right deck, too. Not bad. Ooh. Alright, what's this? Gravidia Bakubirito. Another Brink Gate. Meteorite card. Okay. Next. Open over some cards. Ooh, I got one of the ones I wanted. Blaze Maiden Tanya. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted Blaze Maiden Sonya, counterblast 1, and retire all of your rear guards in the same column as this unit. Search your deck for up to 1 unit card with grade equal to your Vanguard's grade, plus 1 or greater, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. I like this card artwork. I do. I have to hope I get the grade 2, though. Cool, cool. Not getting the card I'm looking for, though. Hey, I got the grade 1 and the grade 2. Sweet. Ooh. So, Blaze Maiden Sonya. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets 10k power until end of turn. She's very cute. Blue Artillery Dragon, Inlet Pulse Dragon. Yeah. Sholchea. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a grade 3 or greater Vanguard. If this was the first battle of this turn, and your Vanguard is Flagship Dragon, Flagberg Dragon, Soul Blast 1, and stand this unit. At the end of the turn, if the total number of attacks this turn is 4 or more, put this unit into your soul and draw a card. Yep. I'll go over the different nations, or the different nations at a later date. Because it used to just be a bunch of them, but then we got it more simplified, so then they don't have to spend as much. So, anyway, moving on. Okay. Still no card I'm looking for, though, sadly. Alright. Ooh, hello. Ooh, an order card, I think. Yeah, if your Vanguard is Draconic Overlord, choose one of your units and it gets 20k power until end of that battle. Ooh. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. An important key piece. Sealed Blaze Gun Chandra. Left deity arms, Sealed Blaze Maiden Basraga. After being played, the specified Vanguard arms it. If a new left deity arms is armed, put this card into the draw. Play this with Soul Blast 1. When the unit armed with this card attacks, Counterblast 2 and the armed unit gets Drive plus 1 until end of that battle. At the end of that battle, put this card into your drop. Fuck yeah. Alright, next. Okay. Ooh, a new draw trigger for Dragon Empire. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. That's really good. Damn, okay. Next. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Damn. Damn, got a shiny Blitz order. Cool, cool. And that's it. Damn. No, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I got a lot. Good. I got some stuff that could help boost the deck by a lot. But I'm just gonna keep opening packs instead, for the time being. I only have one Sonya, but two of the other one. Yeah, 2 Tanya. She's still an 8K booster, though. I could put her in the deck. Well, for right now, let's actually show off what this deck is capable of. Because I actually want to play the game and play it on my own time first. Sis, I just rebuilt my deck. Would you let me try it out? Of course. That's why I'm here. Alright, Dragon Empire. No D skill selected. Continue? I thought it was only for story stuff. So, draw trigger. Increase the chance to get a draw trigger in your drive check and damage. Ooh, yes please. That's really good. Alright. Let's fight. Paper, I do this. Okay, perfectly fine. Ooh, we definitely want to put that back. When this unit is placed on a rear guard count of +1, choose an arms card from your drop and put it into your hand. Seal Blaze Dragon Ulsara. Put you back, but definitely put you back. And we're good from there. Okay. Alright. Draw. Alright. So we can either... that's not good. So we can either hold this as a boost, or ride from hand. There's no real point in doing that, so let's instead call from ride deck, and then discard... What shield do you have? 5,000 versus... yeah. Goodbye. And since we went second, we can activate Seal Blaze Dragon, Seal Blaze Dragon's effect, to draw. And then we activate this guy's effect. When this unit is placed on Vanguard by riding from Seal Blaze Dragon, or his not, Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 Seal Blaze Sword or Shield, reveal and put into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So Soul Blast. And then... yeah, the sword or the shield. I already have the shield, so I'm adding the sword. And I'm gonna call. And he actually has a rearguard effect. When this unit attacks, this unit gets plus 2k until end of that battle. So I'm gonna turn end. And attack with my Vanguard. Checking the drive trigger. No trigger. That's fine. Sweet. Now my rearguard Blaze Dragon attacks. He gains 2k power. Sweet. Alright. Rides up to a grade 2. Activates the skill to retire and call 2. Plus another grade 2 and goes into battle. No guard. Checks a grade 3. That's good for us, because that means he has less opportunities to guard. Checking the damage trigger. Damn, I kind of needed that one. think it's the one I'm thinking of. No guard. Checking the damage. Alright. Stand and draw. Draw. So we have a similar situation on our hands. So this unit was placed on Vanguard by writing from Steel Blaze Dragon. Choose an arms card from your drop and put it to your hand. So we definitely are able to do this then. So let's drop the sword since he already knows about it. Ride. We activate effect. Pick it back up. It's basically free. We then move this card. So the move ability can only be done if there's a free zone, and it can only be moved forward or back. So say for instance I have a grade 2, I can move the grade 2 back, and then place a different grade 2 or a grade 3. But you only really want to do that if your deck can take full advantage of multiple attacks, if your grade 2s can attack from back row, or grade 3s, or what have you. So anyway, with all that said, Elect Blow is just a normal card, okay. So, let's call. And call once more. Proceed to battle phase. My Vanguard attacks. Checking the drive trigger. That's a waste. Give the power to my 2 rear guards. Alright, my rear guard attacks. And now my other rear guard attacks with no boost, as there's no point. And that's the end of my turn. Rides a grade 3, so now he gets Twin Drive. Alright, no guard. The first, and the second. Checking the damage trigger, critical trigger. Ugh. That's not good. So that's 15k power. I'd rather defend... I'd rather give the power to you. I want to be attacked. No guard. Checking the damage trigger. The Sentinel. That's not good. Stand and draw. I ride Steel Blaze Maiden Bobsraga. Let's discard a grade 3. Okay. When this unit is armed, soul charge 1 and choose a grade 1 or less card from your drop, and call it to rear guard. If this unit is armed with 2 or more cards, Soul Blast 2. Retire all of your opponent's front row rear guards, and this unit gets +1 crit until end of turn. Alright. The shield. After being played, the specified Vanguard arms it. Play this card with counter +1. When the unit armed with this card is attacked, that armed unit gets 10k power until end of turn. Or, play with Soul Blast 1. When this unit armed with this card attacks, that armed unit gets 10k power until end of battle. At the end of that battle, if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, counter Blast 2 and put this card into your drop. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguards and deal a damage. I think the shield is more useful right now. Use the Sentinel to pay for cost. Equip. And then, since she's equipped, I Soul Charge. I call my grade 0 to here. Alright. From here... Nah. Alright. Let's go. Soroka attacks your Vanguard. And he's guarding. And okay. Checking the drive trigger. Heal trigger online. Doesn't do much for me right now, though. Sadly. Power to my right rear guard. Second check. Draw trigger activated. So that's 28. Yeah, give the power to my other rear guard. I got double trigger, and that wasn't enough. That's perfectly fine. With the boost, my rear guard attacks. Then, he gains 5k power since my Vanguard is armed. This is the end! Nice! And we win then. Alright. And we did get a new card for that, which is a Brent Gate card. So all we have left to do is the main story, but I don't want to do that right now. Instead, I'm going to go back to the shop. Excuse me. Not that one. This one? Yes. Yes. Buy this pack again. Come on, give me the cards I need. / want. Ooh, another gun. Ooh, hello. Play this with Counterblast 2. Choose 2 arms cards from your drop zone and put them into your hand. Okay. Solitary Spiritual Treasure. Interesting. Counterblast 2, though. Not sure about that. Next. Looking for specifically Dragon Empire stuff. Oh hey, we just got another copy of this card, cool. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, reveal a grade 4 from your hand, and this unit gets 10k shield until end of that battle. Ugh. Blaze Fist Monk Choki. Okay, Twin Great Magic, Toto. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, Counterblast 1 and perform all of the following according to the trigger units revealed in that battle's drive check. Rear guard only. Critical trigger. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put it to the bottom of the deck. Front trigger. Choose one of your grade 2 or less rear guards and stand it. Oh. It's a rear guard ability, though. Interesting. What about this? This unit is placed on rear guard. Discard an arms card from your hand, draw a card, and this unit gets 5k until end of turn. That's kind of good. Sail Blaze Dragon. It's like Shanya. Ooh, I got a grade 4. Okay. Play this with Counterblast 2. Oh, it's this one. I thought it was the polearm. Front row. When your unit would attack, it can attack your opponent's back row unit in the same column as that attacking unit. Ooh, that's really good. Lava Wire Dragon. And then a super special card. Virina, Esperidia. Overdress Trickstar. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if it overdress, put all Trickstar and cards with the overdress ability from your drop as this unit's original dress. When your Vanguard attacks, Soul Blast 1 and stand this unit, and this unit gets 5k power until end of the turn for each of this unit's original dress. So overdress is basically having a specific card, and then placing that card on top of, or placing a card from your hand on top of that card. And it's basically like getting dressed. But it's an overdress ability. I'll go over that in more detail when I get the specific deck for it. Thought that I got something for it, though. Okay, still no good Dragon Empire stuff that I'm looking for. Okay. still nothing. Dragon Empire. If your opponent's rear guard was retired this turn, kind of bless 1 and soul charge 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards retired, and this unit gets 10k power until end of the turn. Twin Bullet of Duststorm, Travis. That's actually really good for, Soul Charge is excellent. And that's all she wrote. Damn. Damn. Oh, Blaze Kick Monk, Koke. When this unit is placed on rearguard, kind of bless 1, choose a grade 0 card from your drop, call it to rearguard in the same column as this unit, and this unit gets boost until end of the turn. Ah. Okay, so this is specifically for Rena. Okay, cool. Well, that's unfortunately all she wrote for this episode. So, next time on Cardfight Vanguard, Dear Days, we take on the main story and potentially use a new deck. So, I've been Rikishi, and I will see you next time.
どのデッキを見る？